Hi there folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'll be doing few reviews and I am doing second episode for the night. I'll upload all these side by side, so please do check them out. And today's house that I have is actually House of Pakistan. I mean, the origin is Pakistan, but I think these fragrances are made in Middle Eastern countries. I'm not quite sure, I didn't check that. I don't know, but this fragrance is thanks to my dear brother who lent me this perfume to review few days back, and I'm going to be returning this soon. So I'm doing like one by one, right? So as usual, I'm not going to take his name because he is in the forces. Try to keep his identity sort of secret, but when I post in my group Fragcomm, I sort of tag him. So thank you, brother, so much for your love. He gave me a lot of gifts, and a very very sweet person, one of my good friends now, and he also has been following me since for a very long time. And I forgot to mention last time, he also supported in my journey. He purchased a lot of stuff from my page. So anyway, the fragrance that I have today is Junaid Jamshed and house. It's called Khumar. Okay, so this fragrance has a lot of stories to tell, and this perfume house, I think our subcontinent people would know a lot, and especially Pakistani people, they will definitely know this house. Thanks to you, brother, for giving me this bottle. So first of all, before I start let me show you the presentation, then we'll talk about the stories and how it smells, if it's similar to something. This is how the box looks. I think it looks plenty nice. It has sort of like a music sort of back in the days they used to have the PC, they used to have those, I don't know what you call, interface or something. When you play the players or something, they used to have this sort of like beats and all that with the lights. So it reminds me of that, 90s PC player, music player, sort of very nice, vibrant. And I think there's a reason for it. Okay, I'll tell you. Back looks like that. There's a sticker, Junaid Jamshed's J. Okay, I'll tell you in a second who he is, or was rather. This is a very beautiful looking bottle. I really love this frosted glass with this coloration. Is it pink? Beet? I don't know what color this is. So very beautiful design. The cap is plastic, but of good quality. It's very solidly built. It doesn't click onto place. Do not try to pick it up by the cap. I don't feel secure. And there's J, also J, but no, it's not my fragrance. Signature on the Atomizer. Base, you'll find a sticker. Even though this fragrance, some people will say this doesn't look the most premium, because I think this fragrance is not super expensive. I think the bottle is well done. To me, it looks very, very beautiful, aquatic, fresh, summer vibes. Sprayer works fine. I have the dry down here. Let me spray once again. Oh man, really good atomizer. Okay, like this. Okay, so I like to put a lot of this on because I like to smell this fragrance for a long time. The story behind this, let us settle down. I'll tell you the story. The brother who lent me this, he told me this stories. First of all, this is his fifth, sixth or seventh bottle. I totally forgot. I should have taken note. He has been a crazy fan of this fragrance because this is where his journey started. Okay, the brother who gave me this, he travels a lot due to his mission and service to the country. He's in the army, so he goes to different countries for different missions, and then they have certain training. So they send the troops here and there. So he was in Pakistan at one time, I think. Then he had a friend or a colleague. He was in the Pakistan army. So he used to use this fragrance, and he smelled it on him, and he said, "Wow, what are you wearing?" I think that was the story, and it was long time back. And he said this was this fragrance house he did not recognize, because Junaid Jamshed, who he is, he actually sort of passed away. Very, very sad. I think due to a tragic accident or plane crash. I forgot exactly. But he was a renowned musician in Pakistan who sang the song called Dil Dil Pakistan. And I know this song because in Bangladesh, people copied this song and made a very popular song as well. So Junaid Jamshed was a very popular pop musician, singer in Pakistan, big celebrity. Later he became religious and he went more into religious side. But his perfume house, it was launched and they're still continuing the production. So that's Junaid Jamshed. Okay, I think massive respect for him. He had a beautiful voice, very good looking person, and I think later people know his story from Pakistan. So the brother fell in love with this perfume and he said, "What is the name?" And I think the fellow officer from Pakistan gifted my brother this fragrance. He refused to take money. And what happens between the band of brothers, we say in army, whenever they go different places, they sort of like do bonding. In say Africa, they went States or European countries. They have this great bonding. They become friends, they stay together. and they have this nice link. So they never ever like, I think they're very supportive to each other. You know, the forces, they become great friends. This is like an example of that friendship. And then he said, I fell in love with this perfume, bhaiya. When he came to meet me, we had coffee, hang out for 2-3 hours, and this was the first fragrance that started this journey. So this is why it's special. And this story is special, I told you, because every fragrance has a story. If I'm not here, the story would be here, you know, with the fragrance. So after that, he went through many bottles, and I think he sourced them from Pakistan, Dubai. His colleagues sent him. Okay, so he will never run out of this bottle, right? So how good is this juice? When I smelled it for the first time, the performance of this stuff is not groundbreaking. It's a freshie. You'll get decent 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours if you put it on your shirt. But on the 4th or 5th hour, it will lose so much of its steam. First 3 hours is the magic of this fragrance, and the most magic happens in the opening. When you spray this, man, it's already again gone. Let me spray this. I wish this opening stayed, you know. I just love this opening. When I sprayed, I was blown away by the citrus. It's mouth-watering. There's something very addictive about the lemon. Think of Versace Menu Fresh type of lemon, but it's done differently. It reminds me of some of the more up-class Middle Eastern perfumes like Amiri or Sultani. The kind of citruses they used there, this is used here. Very mouth-watering lemonade, kind of like a Dior cologne, you know, those citruses, lemon. Very tart. At this point, you cannot tell. This is similar to something. I could not think of any fragrance. This is very unique. Even though lemon is a common note, but this is very unique. So I could not put my finger like, oh, this is a cologne. I could not tell. And he's like, brother, you may know. I did not look at Fragrantica at all. And I was like, okay, I put it on. I was trying to think. For the first hour, I could not think of anything. Then it started changing. After 1 hour, this fragrance changes. It becomes kind of like a musky, sweet, sporty kind of fragrance. And at that point, I'm like, oh, I know this smell. The dry down, I know. And it came to me, and I said, brother, halfway through our conversation, I said, brother, is this a clone of this perfume? Chanel Allure Homme Sport, by any chance? Because it's crazy that people look for a clone of this stuff or Allure Homme Sport or Extreme, but there's not really a good substitute. And substitute wise, yes, you know, you have Versace Pour Homme, great fragrance. This fragrance morphs into those fragrances dry down, you know, like you smell neroli, the musk sweetness, especially the musk on this becomes sweeter. It has this sort of Middle Eastern vibe, has some uniqueness, but on most part, if you love Chanel Allure Homme Sport, this is a great alternative to that on the dry down. So you get two phases. The opening, man, is going away so fast. I just wish it stayed back at least 15 minutes for me to enjoy. It goes away in 4 or 5 minutes, you know, and then you just want to respray, but do not put in the same spot. Then it will become headache inducing because it has musk. So overall, I think this is a great fragrance for everyday wear, signature scent. If you do not like heavy colognes, this is your solution. If you like Chanel Allure Homme Sport but you cannot afford it, but you find it also too overpowering, you can try this. I mean, just the bottle is just so pretty. I don't know if it's available in every country, but I'm pretty sure nowadays shipping is very easy internationally. It's also good for gym, and like my brother said, it's a great summer fragrance. He wears it religiously everywhere he goes. He takes this bottle somewhere in a mission, and then he'll finish the bottle halfway down, like with 1 to 2 weeks trip. So, you know, Khumar, forgot the name, the meaning of this name. Khumar has a meaning in Urdu, but let me see if I can find the meaning. Hold on. Okay, guys, the name is kind of like, it's interesting. I Google translated it. This name sort of becomes, in English, it becomes like intoxicating or hangover or something like that, you know, not headache inducing or anything, but it goes like, you know, like the nasha, you know, in Hindi we say nasha. So Khumar means, perhaps in Urdu, it means like you'll be like, not bamboozled, but you'll be like hungover by the beauty of the smell, something like that. So the name is very interesting. So I would say this perfume definitely is a nice fragrance, definitely has some fruit, grapefruit, something beautiful, citrus as lemon up top, then followed by sweet, musky and kind of woody tone. That point, it becomes kind of like a sweeter variant, more from sport to kind of like a formal you can wear, very versatile perfume. But I would say this is good for summer and spring. But winter time, I think very cold weather, it will very faint, it will not really bloom, like it needs heat. More like higher the heat is, this fragrance works like this. I wore this yesterday. If you know Pacific Rock Moss, this fragrance, people say, hey, it's a weak performer, but when you wear this in high heat, that fragrance, it's a beast. 8 to 10 hours easy. This same story with this. If you like Versace Menu Fresh, Chanel Allure Homme Sport, Au Extreme, those fragrances, you'll get a feel from this, but lighter take. So overall, Junaid Jamshed Khumar, thank you so much, brother, for lending me this one. Longevity, projection, I think the price is reasonable. The perfume, I definitely highly recommend for you to check it out. If you have any friends, check it out. It's a very interesting experience, especially the opening. Citrus is to die for, okay? Amazing, amazing opening. Just lasts 5 to 7 minutes, just sadly, okay? Overall, my rating on this perfume, for the smell itself, I'll give it 9, okay? But overall package, I would give it 8 out of 10 because longevity could be a little bit better, but then, you know, the smell is very, very special. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, brother, for lending it to me. Time for one more review, then we'll upload this. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye-bye.